Hey guys, welcome to rxmuscle.com. Your muscle chef Carlo Filippone here with another fantastic kick-ass recipe. Check it out. I have turkey bolognese that we're going to make today. Before you guys jump all over me, bolognese is from Bologna. It's typically beef, veal, pork. We're not going to do that. We're bodybuilders. I'm not going to introduce pork into your diet, although if you want to do that, that's fine. You guys take the equivalence of 2 pounds of turkey and use beef, veal, and pork and figure it out yourselves, okay? But for those of you who actually give a crap, turkey bolognese, 2 pounds of ground turkey meat. This is ground turkey breast. I like to go really, really lean. I always like lean cuts of meat. If you guys are not in the off-season, in the pre-contest mode, and you want something that's lean, try this. If you're not in pre-contest mode and off-season and you want to try a fattier turkey, go right ahead and get yourself the 90% lean or 93% lean. This is 99% lean ground turkey breast. I have here a mirepoix, celery, carrots, onions, equal amounts of each. A quarter cup, and a quarter cup. Again, quarter cup of carrots, quarter cup of onions, quarter cups of celery. I've already run it through the food processor for you so that we can cut down on the time of this video. I have here a tablespoon of chopped garlic, a tablespoon of sea salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and an eighth of a teaspoon of nutmeg. Very important ingredient. It's going to really accentuate the flavors. I also have here a quarter cup of chopped parsley and a quarter cup of chopped basil. Okay, what are you going to do with this bolognese when you make it? You can either eat it out of the bowl like a chili, or you can cook it and put it over pasta. You can put it over rice. If you want gluten-free pasta, you can put it over gluten-free pasta. Lentil pasta. You can put it over whatever you want. The bolognese sauce is the key component. It's going to make everything taste much, much better. Okay, so I'm going to get a stock pot stove, put that on, and I'm going to turn the heat on to medium. Okay, throw my gloves on. And then I'm going to take my extra virgin olive oil and I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil in here. This is a half tablespoon measurement. That's 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons. Okay, you're going to heat that up slightly. You don't have to heat it up that much. Okay, and the first thing you're going to do is you're going to add your mirepoix to it. Okay. Get a nice sizzle to that. Cook that for about 1 minute, minute and a half the most, and then we're going to add our turkey meat. So I got this going. This is about a minute and a half in. You can kind of tell your onions will get a little more white looking than yellow when you get them in there. And that's kind of your key to get them in, key to add your meat. Okay. So when you add your meat, you want to break it down so that it doesn't start to cook into one whole piece. And again, because it's a very lean meat, it's not going to break down that easily. It's a lot of flesh here. It's actual flesh. When you're cooking the fattier meats, the fat right away starts to break down into the pot, creates more oils in the bottom of the pot, and it's just a lot easier process. So when you're cooking with very lean meats, just make sure you stay on top of it. Otherwise, what you'll get is a sauteed slab of ground beef, and you don't want that. You want to be able to break it down. So with the wooden spoon, make sure you're kind of using it as a knife and just breaking down the meat, particularly because I didn't use a lot of olive oil. Okay, and again, I didn't use a lot of olive oil for the obvious reasons. We don't want all that fat in our diet. All right. So now this meat will start to turn white. Okay, obviously turkey meat is pink, but as it cooks, it'll start to turn white. I'm going to cook this up until all the meat is white. It's usually going to take about 3 to 4 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes. So keep an eye out for it. Don't leave the stove. This is not the time to leave the stove. You can leave the stove later when we add the sauce, but for now, just stay by it and just keep mixing it up. In about 3-4 minutes, you'll have all white meat, and then you're ready for the next step. All right, guys, so you can see here that this meat is fully white. You don't see any more pink in there. At least you shouldn't. Okay, and now we're ready for the next step. So you have a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes or chopped tomatoes. Use either one. It's essentially the same thing. So I'm adding the sauce right into the meat there. And then you want to add the rest of your ingredients. Your salt. I don't like to saute my garlic with the rest of the mirepoix stuff. I just feel like it's a stronger taste when you just add it directly into the sauce and the mixture. Your black pepper. Key component, nutmeg. Okay, so we're adding all of that. I'm going to leave my greens out, my parsley and basil for later. Okay, so at this point, everything is in here except your basil and your parsley. We're gonna give this a good mix. And now what you wanna do is cover it up and cook it for about 25, 30 minutes. Okay, this is ground turkey meat, so it's gonna get to 165 degrees very, very quickly, so it'll be cooked very thoroughly. And so you don't have to worry about any foodborne illness, obviously, particularly because it's higher than 165 already, trust me. But what we're doing here is we're getting the tomatoes to cook into the meat and have all the flavors come together. So we're gonna cover it up about, let's say 20 to 25 minutes, and you should have a complete sauce. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're about 20 minutes in. Our Bolognese is just about, not just about, it is. It's good to go. You can see how nice and white this turkey breast meat looks. Smells amazing, okay? What I've done for you guys is I've steamed some white rice and I've boiled some pasta. That's what your turkey Bolognese looks like. You can take it, throw it over pasta, or put it right over rice. I gotta tell you, this is one of the most kick-ass recipes I've come up with. I've done this for a long, long time. It's just awesome to eat anytime, whether you're pre-contest, off-season. Here's your pre-contest version, here's your off-season version. Just enjoy it, guys. Turkey Bolognese, I'm your muscle chef, Carlo Filippone. Love being with you guys. Drop a comment whether you like me or not. I appreciate all of your feedback. Dave, thanks again for having me. Carlo Filippone, Muscle Chef, RX Muscle. I'm signing off.